Hey, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be making a Skeletal Wyvern guide. It's going to be kind of a Slayer guide, or just a regular guide, doesn't really matter. I just happen to be on a Slayer task. I'm going to be showing you where to kill them, gear setups, inventory, maybe kind of a little strategy. So yeah, let's get into it. So Skeletal Wyverns are level 140. They attack with range, melee, and magic Icy Breath. The magic Icy Breath is a mage attack, but it doesn't help to wear mage gear. They do have some pretty good regular drops, including some magic logs, adamant bars, different herbs, a lot of rune items, dragon plate legs, dragon plate skirt. But the biggest drop obviously is the draconic visage, which is a 1 in 10,000 drop. So it's very rare to get, but you will see probably a lot of Iron Man camping them. You need 72 Slayer in order to kill them. That's really the main requirement. You need that to even get assigned them or to kill them without getting assigned them. You don't need to be on a task to kill them, but obviously it does help because then you can use your Slayer helm, and there's a whole other area that you can kill them in when you're on task. So first things first, we're going to start with a gear setup. I would recommend your best melee gear. Wearing mage defense gear, like for example Carol's or Dragonhide, isn't the way to go, because the only way to protect from their magical Icy Breath is either with a Dragonfire shield, a Mind shield, or an Elemental shield. An anti-fire shield does not work. You have to have one of those three shields, otherwise their Icy Breath can hit up to 50. Or 50 plus, I think it is. That is the absolute. You have to have either a Dragonfire shield, an Elemental shield, or a Mind shield. Otherwise, just wear your best melee defense gear, fire cape, whip. I'm on a Slayer task, so I'm gonna wear a Slayer helm, Barrel's gloves, dragon boots, and I wear a ring of wealth. I just like to do that on most of my Slayer tasks. You can wear a berserker ring, you can wear a dueling ring, you can wear a ring of life if you're worried about dying. With the 1 hour, you have 1 hour to get back, so typically, I don't mess with the ring of life ever. But you can also use the Zamorak and Hasta because they are weak to crush. But the whip slash is basically it's higher than the crush attack with the Hasta. So either way, I kind of did a little bit of testing, nothing extensive. But I tried a few trips with my Hasta and whip, and I prefer just to do it with a whip. It seems faster. I'm not sure if it is. It's probably pretty similar. But if you're on, a budget, I guess you could say, a whip probably be a better option because it's cheaper. So yeah, that's the gear setup. Basically just your best melee defense. Downgrade if you can't afford. Bandos, go with maybe a Torag plate body and a Varric plate skirt. I used to wear that. Worked just fine. I would recommend having 80 base stats, at least. 80 is probably pushing it. They are kind of difficult to kill. Not difficult as in there's a lot of strategy to it. It's just they do hit you pretty hard. But if you go through a lot of food, you're still gonna make money, even if you say you didn't get anything except their bones. Their bones are worth 3 point some K right now. So even if you go through a lot of food, you're gonna make good money. They have really good regular drops, so it's a very good money making method. So now for my inventory, you can bring 4 or 3 full prayer or attack, strength, and defense pots. I choose to take 1 dose just because I have a bunch of them. So I bring that so I save some inventory slots so I can go longer. And then I have my ways of getting there, my way of getting home, and just a spec web. And then I figured out how much food, about how much I need. You can figure that out over time, or just take this amount one trip, and if that's not enough, then take more, or take you know what I mean. All right, so this is where I kind of screwed up in the video. I took a part out. So the red circle here is where you're trying to go. It's just south of Falador by Port Sarim. That's the cave you're trying to go to. The blue circle is where I teleport to. It's with a fairy ring, so you need to at least start Fairy Tale Part 2. I use my quest cape to get to the fairy ring and then take the fairy ring to Mudskipper Point. The yellow is with a house tab. If your house is in Remington, you can walk down to the cave, and then the pink is from Draenor Village if you wanted to run all the way from Draenor Village. So I just wanted to give you guys a visual because I did not do that in the video. What I do is take the quest cape, teleport, which teleports me close to a fairy ring. This might not be the most efficient just because it does take up 2 inventory slots, but this is just the way I happen to do it. And you're going to want to go to Mud Skipper Point, which is the first one there. And then run straight north. So as you can see, you can even see it right here. So up here is the area where you can kill them if you're on a Slayer task. You have to be on a Slayer task in order to go up there. There's just some stairs right over here. Go in the entrance here. So right here is the range area. These are where rangers can safe spot them. This is typically where rangers kill them. So I would stay out of this area. This is going to piss a lot of people off because they don't like people crashing them for obvious reasons. And then over here is where you can also range them over here, but over here is typically where you're going to want to melee them if you are not on task. If you're on task, which I am, and that's usually the main time when I kill them. I don't kill them much off task, but if I was trying to make money, this would definitely be a place I would go to make money. Up here there's plenty of them, so I just pot up real quick. And then start attacking. It's pretty fucking simple. I just do my spec attacks here, which is nice with a Dragon Mace. Yeah, it's a 42. Dragon Mace has 4 specs too, so I just like to use them all up whenever I can. But yeah, I mean it's pretty simple. Excuse me. They hit you pretty good when you're at a lower level. Luckily, I'm at a decent level, so I do pretty well against them. But even if you're at a lower level and use a lot of food, you're gonna make good money. Even if you get 5 kills a trip, it's probably gonna be worth your time. But yeah, I've gotten a few dragon plate legs. I've actually never gotten a dragon plate skirt, which is weird. I think I've gotten 4 or 5 dragon plate legs. I've never gotten a draconic visage, which I don't expect. I've only killed probably a few hundred of them. But yeah, I would pick up the wyvern bones. If not, bury them. Don't just leave them on the ground if you're not going to pick them up. I know a lot of Ironmen that camp. They bury them just because they're Ironmen and they can't sell them anyways, so it makes sense. But yeah, I would pick them up. The wyvern bones right now is sitting at 2.9. Okay, so they're not over 3k. Well, they were over 3k. They're kind of going down. Here's kind of one of his not really notable drops, but prayer potions are a really good drop. Excuse me. I don't really even buy prayer pots. Not because I do this a lot. I don't use very many prayer potions, but I haven't really had to buy any because I'll get a task of these, and I'll get like 6 to 8 prayer potions every time. And since I don't use prayer potions that often, it's pretty good. But it just, oh, so you see I'm frozen. So did a magic, there's nothing you can do to defend against it. I just do this so it attacks it right when I get unfrozen. You see there's this fire breath attack. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. Just use your best melee defense gear with either a mind, elemental, or a dragonfire shield. And go to town, make some money. So thanks for watching, guys. New videos coming soon. Actually, have some free time coming up, so yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or anything I need to clarify in the comments. But thanks for watching. See you later. Also, I forgot one thing I did not mention. Like it might have just been kind of implied, but I want to make sure it was clear. I use my dueling ring to teleport to Clan Wars to kind of reset my stats. When I get close to the end of a trip and I want to make sure I get like my last couple kills or whatever it is, I protect range. It's not gonna make them not damage you at all, but it'll help. So then I just come to Clan Wars, and then before I leave I go into the portal over here so that I resets all my stats. I'll just show you really quick if you don't know. You probably do know, but to clarify, I have to assume people don't know. You come right back in and all your stats are completely regenerated. So that's just what I do. So I just want to show you how much I make at the end of a trip. I did happen to get a pair of dragon plate legs, which is pretty awesome. I think I've gotten pretty lucky with plate leg drops. So plate leg drops are 1 in 256. Actually, let me see first how many I've killed. Skeletal Wyverns. I've killed 625 Skeletal Wyverns. So let's divide that by 256, which will be a little less than 3, I think. Yeah, 625 divided by 256. So I should have gotten less than 3. I'm pretty sure I've gotten like 5 or 6 pairs of dragon plate legs. So let's just price check. This is a regular trip. I'll exclude the dragon plate legs because it's not usual. But I mean, a drop of like 35 magic logs isn't uncommon, which is like 40k. But most of this loot is pretty average. So that's one trip without the play legs. That's 150k when I spent not even, so what? Spent 18 lobsters, or I think something like that. Yeah, 18 lobsters, so that's less than 18k. So that's how much I made. So with the dragon play legs, that's over a 340k trip, and I killed 11, which is a pretty average trip. I usually kill between 11 to probably 13, but I do actually have a few extra bones here because the guy was dropping his, or not picking them up. But yeah, I just want to show you guys a loot from one. I guess I didn't really think about that, and I thought, hey, I should probably show them. But yeah, so that's a regular trip. So thanks for watching, guys. See you later. So apparently my luck wasn't done because the next trip, so literally probably 5-6 kills later, I got another pair of dragon plate legs. Hoping for Visage.